Everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here and listening to this announcement. Please stay tuned. At the end of this announcement, I will have a quick tarot reading for just the general energy. So it's going to be for all signs, general and love, just to keep you updated for the weekend. And I really needed to do this video because there's many people writing to me saying that they want to order a personal reading and they're not able to find my website. And that's because this new website has been running since the beginning of September. So with the new moon in Virgo, it was launched. Virgo is all about work, isn't it? New moon in Virgo is all about something new in our daily routine, in our health. Virgo is all about looking at the details. That's what I like to do. I'm a double Virgo. I love looking at the details. Sort of a detective, if you could call it that. Virgos are very good at looking at those little details. I think that that's the difference between me and other people, other readers, other people who do what I do. So this is my new website, everyone. www.divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, not D-E. Many people tend to spell divine with an E. So D-I-V-I-N-E, D-E-B-U-T 11.com. That's the way it's spelt. This is the new website. I will take you through just quickly, and this will help you so you know where the services are, where the readings are situated. So the home screen is here. There's a lot to read up on in relation to what I do, and there's some testimonials as well here. What I do, how I do it, how I go about it. Even under the About section, it says a lot about me. So there's a lot of information here. You can have a quick look at that. For those of you that are not really caring about that, go straight to the services tab. We have astrology, which speaks about what astrology is, some particulars about that. Then tarot reading consultations, I will take you into that page now. You have to scroll down to the bottom where I offer tarot only consultations in this box here. So you order your reading, you choose the reading that you're interested in. I do offer quite a few, and then you just go and pay. Beneath these readings with the prices, I do have the particulars to make things simpler. This gives you an idea of what you have to do to order a reading. Here I have the deluxe consultations, which are tarot and astrology. That's why the prices are different. And again, please read the particulars beneath the prices. Okay. Then you fill out the form here. You may also, once you have made the payment, you may also email me at divinedebut11@gmail.com. All the particulars are down here. I have my Skype ID as well. So for those of you that are wanting to order a Skype reading, add me with timeline 1234 Greece, okay, and take into account the Australian Eastern Standard Time. So here is my email as well. And you can also, there's a lot of people that are not following me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I will be picking up speed on social media soon when I get some help because there's not enough hours in the day. But go and see my Facebook page. I do upload different things there as well. Also, so they're the readings, they're the services that I offer. I also offer astrology reports. Now, these are automatically generated software readings. You can call it a reading. Let's say what you do is you You just give me your birth details. All the particulars are written in the website. These are the readings here. These are not my opinion. I'm not looking at your chart, but they are done automatically through Astro Gold on Mac and iOS, I should say, and also it's called Solar Fire on PC. So you can get your birth natal chart report for $39, okay? And it talks about all the planetary aspects in your birth chart. It's really incredible. It really does work. It's the cheaper option than getting someone to look at your own chart. Here we've got the relationship synastry report as well. We also offer a predictive report and a birthday report, okay, which is about your solar return. So every year on our birthday we have our solar return. So that speaks of the next year, what's going to happen for you in the coming year. And this is what they look like, the reports, okay? So they're very, very interesting. As I said, it's the cheap option. Now here we've got testimonials. There's quite a few there. Have a look. I'm also going to be offering extended readings very, very soon. As you can see, it says coming soon. Extended readings. Now, not all my readings will be extended. I do offer extensive readings, and as all of you know, and you write that to me all the time, that you love my long readings. Yes, I understand, because I go into a lot of detail and I love that. But there are many people who don't want such a long reading. They want to see what the outcome is, like in half an hour, in 20 minutes. So I'm going to be doing many different types of readings. Many different types. I would say more than likely twice a month I will be offering extended readings. So the half-hour reading, the first part will be put up for free on YouTube. The second part will be on offer through payment on my website. So I will announce to you when I have the first ones put up there. And as I said, not all the readings will be having to be extended through payment. You will get long readings for free on YouTube still. So this way I'm trying to keep everyone happy, and it's also a way of supporting my channel. So this is what I do, and that's why I'm here. And a lot of you know that I do put a lot of time and effort and a lot of TLC into my readings. And I want to thank you in advance for the support that you show. Okay, so here we've got the contact tab. This is also at the bottom of each page anyway. Also, what I offer here is the website can be read in different languages. So we've got the select language here, which gives you, all the languages. And generally you will get for those of you that are not very fluent in English, you will get a deeper understanding through your language, obviously, what it's all about, what Divine Debut 11 is all about. Also, very important for those of you that are wanting to purchase a reading from me, I do have a disclaimer and privacy policy here. So it is important to have a quick look through that before you actually order your reading, and it's very important. So, it's here. If you're interested, have a look. It's like a contract. When you order a reading from me, it's as though you are agreeing to the terms and conditions. And that is the same for me as well. So these are the guidelines of ordering a reading from me. And I think I will leave it at that. Today is actually the 21st of September 2019, and we are having Jupiter and Neptune meeting for the third time in a difficult square. And that is a little bit of it's trying we're trying to turn a corner. It's a bit of a harsh, difficult aspect. So Neptune is the divine, it's spirit. It can be illusion as well. Neptune can also be unconditional love. Jupiter expands on anything it touches. Now, both these planets are in their home sign, so they're very, very strong. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces, and Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. So both those signs are mutable. This is all about change. Today is the third and last meeting. We've had these transits going from the beginning of the year. We're coming to the end of this. Now, this could be some sort of an illusion, something that we were over optimistic with. And this is like seeing through the veil right now. Okay, and having that illusion broken. Sometimes, with Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, and growth. But sometimes when he's in a difficult aspect with Neptune, that can be too much of an illusion. But also because both Sagittarius and Pisces are very spiritual, this is also like being triggered into the divine, into looking towards our spirituality, our higher self. This is like, for me, it's like an awakening spiritually. So it's not only bad, it's not only difficult. And this is like actually talking with the divine and maybe having a path tweaked. We need to tweak our path a little bit. And I'm going to tell everyone, like, the energies haven't been easy at all. They have not been easy at all. Partnerships, there's a lot going on there. A lot. And I've seen many disappointments from many people. My word of advice to all of you is that if you have been going through a challenge right now, and because I talk to so many people, obviously, I see the examples of what is going on in the collective energy and therefore on a individual scale as well. Don't give up yet. We're having a new moon in Libra very soon, and Libra is the house of partnership and relationship. New moons are all about new beginnings. So that's going to happen on the 28th of September. Saturn, having turned direct, is going to take a little bit of a while, at least a week. Give it a week before you see any changes, because nothing is moving yet. Yes, Saturn has gone direct, but Saturn is so slow to move. He's the Lord of karma and time. And yes, we are dealing with a lot of karma. A lot of karma. So please remember that we are sifting through the energies with Saturn there, with Pluto and the South Node. It's a very karmic time. They're all in Capricorn. Capricorn is Saturn ruled. And therefore, it's what have you worked hard towards? Have you done the work? Have you strived for the success? Have you been putting in the effort? If you have, from the beginning of the year, I'm going to say, practically, if you've been doing the work, then slowly Saturn will show you your successes. You will reap the rewards of what you've put in. If you have not done the work, then it's time to collect the karma. If you haven't been working at something, you haven't been putting in the effort, well, this is going to be the breakdown of it. Unfortunately, that's how Saturn works. So he does give us longevity, stability. He does make us, he grounds us. If we're up in the sky, up in the clouds, he's going to bring us back down to earth. So it's not all negative with Saturn. All right, so I think that they were the most important things that I wanted to talk to you about. I don't want to make this video too long. Thank you again for listening. For those of you that are interested in the tarot, please wait, stay on board. And as I said, it's a general reading. So if it's your story, good. If it's not your story, then this is not your reading. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time out. And one last thing before I go on to the tarot. Thank you to everyone for your patience, for the videos, for your even personalized videos, readings, whether it's Skype, whether it's recorded videos. Thank you so much for your patience. I do go I do try to deliver as soon as possible, but times have been really hectic recently. So, again, thank you for your patience. Please remember that other readers may have a turnaround of 2 months, a month and a half. I give you your reading. I get back to you at least. The longest wait would be at least 10 days roughly. So even if you have to wait 10 days for a reading, that's not a lot to wait for. So I'd like to, again, thank you, and let's go on to the reading now. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here for your tarot reading. This is a general and love reading, and it's for all signs. So I'm reading the energies. If the signs do not match your circumstances and the story is the right one, well, then don't take those signs into consideration, because if you think about it, a lot of people are not familiar with all the planetary influences of their chart. So therefore, you may be interested in someone who is a Taurus sun, for instance, and in the reading he shows up as the King of Wands. You probably don't know that he's got his moon in Sagittarius, for instance. And I just had two cards that flipped out, and I've got Justice in the reverse. Interesting, because I don't usually do reversals, but I will read it as it is in the reverse. So there is an injustice. Some truth is coming to light about an injustice, something that is not in balance, something that is off kilter. So as I was saying earlier to those of you that were listening to me earlier on in the video, it is really tough. We are in very harsh energies right now. It's very tumultuous, very changing, and we're waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Once Saturn starts to actually move, he's gone direct, but he's not moving really. He's very, very slow. So let's look at your love and general reading. This is for everyone, as I said, energy reading. Let's just go with it and see what happens. And this reading is for the next week or so, I would say. So what's today? Today's the 21st. So let's say that this reading is up until the end of September. So we're going to have a new moon in Libra on the 28th of September. That's the house of partnerships. It's all about communication, trying to find harmony within relationships of any sort. And don't forget that Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is in its home sign there of Libra. Okay, people, let's take the cards. I'm doing a Celtic cross, and we'll see how we go. Let's just run with it. In the now position, 5 of Wands. The challenge is the King of Swords. You know, when I saw that Knight of Swords earlier, Knight of Swords could be news coming in. It's a message coming through, and it's a message of truth. I thought that it was the King of Swords. Did I say King of Wands? The King of Swords is here, and he's in the challenge position. So it's all about truth. It's all about justice. I'm going to say justice was at an imbalance. Justice will be turned straight up once the truth is revealed, but someone is conflicted about speaking up. So again, could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Could also have strong fire in their chart as well. Now, at the base of the reading, wow, Three of Swords. Three of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Wands. Someone is pressing the accelerator to the point where they're not getting anywhere. Sounds like Saturn. Very Saturnian at this time. So let's take that crowning card. There it is. It's all about news coming in. Others of you are waiting for the truth. Could be the people that we're dealing with. They're conflicted about speaking their truth. So we've got all air and fire. Can be quite explosive here. And on that note, we do have Pluto in Capricorn, and it is in a beautiful trine, very harmonious aspect towards Mars in Virgo. So this is getting to the bottom of things, looking at the details, communicating that Mercury, which is the planet of communication, is flying. It's moving very fast in Libra, and that's communication. Communication in an outspoken way, in a harmonious way. That's what Libra is. Venus is running just behind Mercury. They were together recently. So there is still this sense of trying to get to the bottom of things, and there is a bit of pressure on Venus right now because whatever conversations are happening, it's got to do with our security, with our home, where the north node of the moon is in Cancer, our security, our family, the past. Cancer has got to do with our past, with our sensitivities. And it's all about putting in the work and transforming, working through karma, Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. Let's see what the near future brings. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And when I have a reverse card, I usually go back one step. So Seven of Pentacles would be the Six of Pentacles, which is Libra again. And it's all about equilibrium, giving as much as you are receiving. So far we saw the injustice with the Justice card in the reverse. This is like not wanting to deal with karma, not wanting to, or time stopping us from finding that balance. This is maybe looking too long for something, looking too long for a situation. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone is taking too long to come out and speak their truth. Someone is taking too long in looking whether they want to invest in a situation or not. Trying to decide. As I said, not much is moving. Let's look at the position of you, and we've got the moon. And the moon is, we had a full moon in Pisces not long ago, just a few days ago. We're still in those energies. So full moon in Pisces is all about seeing the truth about something that was hidden, something that has come to a culmination or is coming to a culmination. These could be also fears coming up to the surface, fears resurfacing of some sort of a karmic, hidden past life, could even be wounds. Now this, the moon to me is Cancer, others say it's Pisces, I will take both. Cancer again is all about our trajectory, the north node in Cancer. This is like heading towards trying to find our stability, trying to stabilize something and find comfort through working through our sensitivities, or even being nurtured and loved and looked after. Let's see what's surrounding us. We've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands in the reverse goes back to the Three of Wands. This is not here yet. There will be a celebration, but you're waiting for it. Remember what I was saying at the beginning of the video. Three of Wands this is for me, right? Three of Wands is having sent out those ships and waiting on the return. So it's all about timing. Yes, there is a celebration in the near future. It's in the cards. It's written in the stars. But it's all about trusting that perception of yours, that intuition of yours. This is Virgo Pisces new moon. Now, I believe with the High Priestess, which is all about Virgo and Pisces, this is the time of Virgo. Still, we're in Virgo time, and I'd like to wish those of you that are having a birthday a happy birthday, and also for Libra, the people who are born on the first days of Libra, their birthday is very soon, so happy birthday to you guys as well. I wanted to point out that the fact that we had the full moon in Pisces, because Pisces is right across from Virgo, when we make a wish on the new moon of a certain sign, it takes 6 months for that wish to be granted. So here we've got the new moon. She has the new moon at her feet. And I have a feeling that this has got a lot to do with the new moon in Virgo. So whatever you have wished for at the beginning of Virgo season, at the beginning of September, let's say, I would say that it's going to take 6 months to receive. 6 months it will take to receive until we get to the full moon in Virgo. We did have that new moon in Virgo just at the beginning of the month. It will take 6 months. So we're in, let's say we're September, roughly when we have got the new moon in Pisces time. Once Pisces time hits, we're going to have that full moon in Virgo. And that's where your wish will be more than likely granted. Okay, if when we have a new moon, the energies are very potent, the skies are open and the divine is listening. So this, the High Priestess again, speaks of faith, keeping the faith, that time will bring what you have been waiting for. Just like with the pomegranates, they are at the end of usually they're at the end of summer, right? No, they're at the beginning of winter, I think. Now, if you are in the northern hemisphere, we're just moving into autumn. So yes, I would say from 3 to 6 months, you should gradually see this changing. The energy of the Four of Wands, which can mean stabilizing a situation. This is also the marriage card. It's the card of stability, not only celebration. It's also putting in those foundations. Okay, let's look at the outcome. We've got the Ten of Cups. Well, that was worth the wait, wasn't it? Ten of Cups, full-on bliss, a completion where happiness is concerned, happy family, happy relationships, children are happy, they're playing merrily outside. This is a beautiful energy to receive. And as I said, roughly around the new moon in Libra is when we will be feeling much happiness, because it does break down to the Ace of Cups. So you could be dealing with some sort of an accomplishment, something that makes you very happy, and then we're on to the next achievement, next goal. So it does turn into the Ace. At the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups in the reverse, which says that it's not time. This Page of Cups is someone who comes in very suddenly, unexpectedly. This is something that you've been waiting for a while, and it is the energy of Pisces. As I said, the full moon in Pisces, we're still in that energy another week for sure. So let's see what's going to culminate for you, what's going to show up. There's the Six of Pentacles, again Libra, equilibrium, giving and receiving, finding balance, finding harmony. Ten of Pentacles, within a business, within a family. This is also the marriage card. This is the happy family, the happy generations. This is abundance. Now, don't forget that tens always break down to the ace. So this is logically the Ace of Pentacles. So we're dealing with endings and new beginnings. Let's take more cards. What I'd like to do is look at your love lives, and this is the Romance Angels. Okay, Spirit. So we're today being the 21st of September 2019. Generally for everyone, what is happening in love. For most people watching out there, because it's a general reading, and until the end of September. Please, Spirit, Archangel Michael, please show me. Trust. Just like I said, keep the faith. This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's all about timing, people. It's all about working through these difficult energies. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Keep making that effort. As I was just telling one of my beloved friends and clients, don't give up yet. Just go with it. Put gear into neutral and just glide through this week, because there is still a lot we're dealing with. It's a difficult week. So let's see what else we have. And we've got wedding. This situation involves marriage. So some of you are already in a committed relationship, partnership. Yes, this is a committed, maybe even long-term relationship that you are in. Others of you may not be married. You may be just living with your partner. It is saying that trust what's going on, keep the faith, and keep the effort. Keep going with the effort. If you feel as though you've put in already too much, then I'm going to say just sit back and let the divine take care of things. Once we've put too much effort in, the more we push, the more it doesn't happen. So that's when we have to give up, release, and just go with it. Okay? Go with it. It does remind me so much of the Hangman right now, which is Pisces. So obviously in your foundation with the Three of Swords, there's been some sort of a disappointment, something to do with your security, your stability, and this has happened in the distant past logically. Now, it's the Three of Swords. Sometimes some of you are dealing with a love triangle. Others of you may have had health issues. We're going through the Virgo season, which is all about our health. And you know the King of Swords can also be a surgeon, a doctor. This is the challenge for them. They may be challenged to what they're looking for to find, which is fantastic with the full moon in Pisces. Okay? Pisces is a very dark house. It's all about things that are not known, things that are hidden. And, you know, the Five of Wands, the positive note on fives is that there is change coming through. And I will take another card on that to see. In the recent past, don't give up, as I said. You're still standing. You're almost at the end of what conflict you've been dealing with. And this is what's on your mind. Do you want to send a message? Are you the one that is thinking of sending that message of truth? If that is the case, then the outcome is the Ten of Cups, so maybe you should just do that. For those of you that are waiting around and this is all you can think about, then I'm going to say, change your perspective. For others of you, have those conversations. If this is a family thing, if this is involving a marriage, sit down. It's the perfect time for democratic conversation, communication. Libra is all about making space for others, listening and speaking at the same time. Not just speaking, but listening to the other person's opinion as well, with open ears and not just pretending that you're listening. So, again, This goes back to the Six of Pentacles for me. So some of you may be dealing with legalities. If you have had a situation where you've closed the door on someone in the past, could have been already having dealt with a King of Swords, who could be, he's showing up as air, but we've got fire here, we've got Cancer, Pisces, we've got, when I say fire, Sagittarius, Aries or Leo, we've got all the energies here. Okay, so I'm going to take some more cards I'm going to use the Mystic Moon's Love Oracle, the Twin Flame Oracle, and I'd like to use these cards on the reading here. So one card on each tarot, one oracle card on each tarot, just to see more details. First of all, the Five of Wands and the King of Swords. I'd like to see one card on the now position, and we've got stuck, yeah. As we know, the fives are always about an imbalance, so that's why the challenge is the communication with the King of Swords. Stuck does remind me very much of the energies of Saturn, not moving yet, not moving. So Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node being in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is all about putting in that work. It's career, it's the authorities. But we're still stuck in the mud. Some of you have been stuck for a long time. That's what I feel here. Could even be 5 months. Others of you could be even 5 years. Let's see what this Three of Swords is all about. Admired. I believe that this was someone that you were admiring. Maybe this was the disappointment with this card here. And usually with the admired card there is the ballerina, which is very free-flowing. She's, you know, so lightweight. It's like trying to go with this light energy, but it's being pulled down by this Three of Swords. Now some of you may have had some sort of a disappointment around being admired in what you do, what comes naturally to you, what you love to do. Maybe there was a disappointment in that. Others of you may have admired someone to the point of no return, and they turned around and they did the exact opposite, which would have been a very big disappointment. Now I'd like to say, in the stuck situation, the initial S comes to me. So it could be someone whose name starts with S, first name or second name. Here in the Three of Swords, I have an A. So first, second name that starts with an A. Now, could be the same person who has S and A in their names. So first and second name could be A first and then the S, or the other way around. Let's look at that nine of Wands in the recent past. And we've got the Mask. Yeah. Wow, it's just crazy, you guys. For those of you that have seen my recent videos, I keep getting the same oracle cards. These are repetitive energies that we're working with, and this is just crazy because I've done so many readings with the same cards that keep coming up. And this is the Mask. The Mask says that someone is not letting you in. Someone is keeping on that mask because they are frightened. They're protecting themselves. They've put up a wall. There is a wall in between for some reason, because they've been hurt. Because they've been hurt, they're wearing that mask. Let's look at the Page of Swords. And we've got reinvention. So the truth is going to bring a new situation in. Re brings up the words retrograde having a chance to redo things. And we have been in a few retrogrades. We also have Chiron in Aries retrograde. Neptune is still retrograding in Pisces. Pluto is still retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto will actually be turning direct on the 3rd of October, which is not long to go. So Pluto is actually practically stopped in the sky right now, which makes him even stronger. Jupiter just recently turned direct. Let's see in the near future, which is 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, we've got the Divine Masculine. So it looks as though the Divine Masculine in your life is the one that is taking too long to decide, taking too long at looking at a situation, maybe not even having reciprocated, because we go back to the 6 of Pentacles, remember? The Divine Masculine is an energy of actually taking charge. It's all about cardinal energy. So forward momentum, acting, not being receptive and waiting, just like the 7 of Pentacles. So this is saying that there is the potential for taking action. The Divine Masculine, as I said, is the instigator. So let's see in the position of you, which is the moon, full moon there. We've got union, and there's the full moon again. So the union is like the 2 of Cups. This is an agreement. This is a divine union. This is a love relationship. This is for some of you, this could even be a new person that is coming into your life. Maybe that's why, for those of you that are single, this King of Swords, some of you have been stuck in a situation where you could not, maybe you didn't have the time, the energy, maybe there was too much on your plate, too much to do with career, not enough time to get out and mingle, and you were stuck in the past, stuck in a situation that you couldn't get yourself out of. And you know, I do visualize with this card here, I see someone like, you know, being stuck in the quicksand and not being able to get out. So this card here is that there is the potential or the necessity for a guiding hand, someone to help you out of a situation. Maybe that's why the challenge of this King of Swords is here. This King of Swords is not someone who's emotionally open. He is someone who is calculating, doing the math. But it's taken forever with this 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm very happy to see the Divine Masculine, though, here, which says that they will actually take charge finally. And here we've got an agreement, one that will be shown to you maybe after a few days that the full moon in Pisces brings the culmination and the illumination of what's been hidden. It's showing that there were fears or even nightmares about moving forward into this sacred union. For whatever reason, everyone's got a different reason. Let's look at that Four of Wands in the reverse, and that's the environment position. And we've got Metamorphosis, which is Pluto and Scorpio. So again, this card has shown up quite a bit in my last readings. So there is a transformation happening within a home, a marriage. For those of you that are committed, keep the faith that you can work through the situation. Make the effort. You're sharing children. You have children, so this is not easy. It's not something that you could just, wipe the slate clean from one day to the other. There are others in the situation. Here we've got the 5 of Wands, which could be, some of you may have 3 children. Now the general energy with the Page of Cups here, having this child, because this could be an adolescent child, water sign, Pisces more than likely. In the reverse, you may have a child, an adolescent, teenager, that is not taking things very well. They could be quite oversensitive. So whatever conversations you're having please try and keep the children out of it. So for those of you that are single, we've got in the what's external, in the environment position, someone who's got strong Pluto. Scorpio could be, Scorpio is one of the most passionate water signs, and we do have Four of Wands here. I see Scorpio as fiery as well because of the deep passion that they connect to. Like, it's very not easy to unlock, those depths of a Scorpio individual. And I'm not saying that all of you are going to be dealing with a Scorpio, but you may have Scorpio in your chart, or your partner could have may have 2 or 3 planets in the sign of Scorpio. So it's not easy to unlock their hidden self, because they're very vulnerable, as are all water signs, and therefore they don't open up very easily. Okay, let's see what this High Priestess, what's she all about? Secrets, things that were hidden are coming to light, looks like. And we've got the conclusion. There's that key. Oh my God, like unlocking things that were hidden, getting the key, getting the commitment, I would say, the key to someone's house, the key to someone's heart, the key to a mystery. It does speak of conclusion, so it is like a cycle that is ending. So the key is that we're opening that door, and Saturn had that door closed on us for so long. Finally, we will find out. We will see what was not shown to us. Now, some of you, this could be the key to a new home. Okay? So, again, the key to a mystery that is unraveling. Let's look at that 10 of Cups. The key to the problems as well. Okay, we've got the 10 of Cups here. Let's see what else we've got. And we've got fall. So fall could mean in the fall, in autumn, which it is already in the northern hemisphere. Also, this card can speak of Christmas to me with that pumpkin. It does remind me of Christmas, which is the time that Jupiter will also be joining Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in Capricorn. There's going to be fireworks in the sign of Capricorn. Let's take 3 more cards. I was going to say 5th dimension. This is connecting with a soulmate on a different dimension as well. So this is obviously soulmate, twin flame energies. 5th dimension is like communicating on another level, which is very, very interesting here. Very telepathic as well. Let's see. What else do we have? We've got devotion. So yes, some of you, even if you have been at odds with your partner, there is still strong devotion here. And I do feel a connection from a past life. Okay, 5th dimension, of course. And I believe that we live on different dimensions simultaneously. So for those of you that are trying to bring in your soulmate or your twin flame, and you're not able to reach them, every time you go to grab them, to touch them, to feel them, to have them become physical and real, okay, whether it's metaphorical or physical distance, it's as though they're being pushed away. I believe that you do meet up with them on the 5th dimension. So when we sleep, that's when we come together. That's when we go through, we visit the other dimensions. I truly believe that. So it's quite a mysterious situation. But you need to trust your intuition, because as I say, some of us are able and more in touch spiritually, and we could see clearer through the veil. Other people are blocked. They're blocked to the point where they don't believe. They don't believe that their intuition or the signs or the synchronicities that they see, they don't believe that they're real, and that's the blockage. You need to trust in all the signs that you receive, that they're not there for no reason. They're messages, because we're all intuitive. It's just that some of us have not matured or mastered, reading our higher self, listening to our higher self, because we are connected to the ethers. We are connected to spirit. Let's take another card. And we've got vibrations. That's exactly what I was just talking about. So what you are emanating, if you are calling in your soulmate, your twin flame, they can hear you. They can feel you. They can see you. So if you are sending out negative vibrations, that's what they're sending back to you. That's how it is. It's like a magnet. So send out positive vibes. For those people who write to me and they're negative and they say, I've been waiting 5 years and nothing has come of it and I don't believe all that. Well, that negativity is what is pushing your soulmate away, your beloved. That is what's going on. So I do believe that in the position of here, union, and we've got the moon twice here, as you can see, and the moon is very intuitive. The moon is also, it's Cancerian energy, so that's all about our sense of being loved and nurtured and being in the arms of our mother, whoever we call our mother. Some of you do have your mum, so you've got the support. Others of you that have your mother has moved on, whoever can take on the energies of the mother in your life, could even be a father, let's say. But this is a sense of security, and that's what the moon is all about. But there is the receptive energy. It's as though we are now open, especially with Venus, Mercury, and Venus and Mercury in Libra, squaring onto the North Node in Cancer. So again, tweaking our path, looking, and some of us will be finding our security in one step at a time. For it's not going to be at the same time for everyone. But there is a sacred union here. There is strong devotion. There is telepathy. There is connection on another dimension. The card of fall, as I said, this could be a card of timing, but I believe that Christmas with the fireworks of Capricorn, that's going to be a very interesting time. I would like to take a few more cards, another tarot deck. I will name all these cards in the description box below, just for more clarity. Okay, so on the now position, we've got 2 cards and we have 2 sixes. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Beautiful, moving into equilibrium. Wow, moving over water. Coming into a sense of balance and harmony. For those of you that are dealing with legalities, this is like leaving from tumultuous waters onto calmer waters, moving into a more serene, more calming energy. And there will be equality here. Those of you that are dealing with someone who needs to pay up, it's time, as you could see here. And for some of you, it's going to happen in the time of Libra, because we are moving into Libra time in a few days. Maybe 2 or 3 days, let's see. Yeah, in 2 days, 2 days, exactly. So today being the 21st, on the 23rd, let's take another card on the foundation. And we have the Strength card, but it's in the reverse. Wow. This is Leo, and this is someone who has courage, someone who has patience. They trust in their abilities. They trust that they can hold on to that wild beast, tame that wild beast, but it's in the reverse. In the distant past, there was no patience, there was no strength. This is like being totally drained, totally and utterly drained. Some of you may have been dealing with a difficult Leo, someone who had strong Leo. Let's look at the mask and the Nine of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords can be quite brutal. It can be quite very fast moving, but also I think that once the masks fall off, the communication and the indications, the perceptions, the messages will come through quickly. That's what I feel here, because it's sitting right on top of a 9. As some of you in the recent past, maybe there were disagreements, maybe even an argument about things that have not been spoken about, things that have not been talked about, communicated. But I feel that the energies will start to move quickly soon, especially with an air sign, because we do have air signs are all about perception. They're all about communication, truth, speech. They can even be harsh words that are quite hurtful, yeah, with the Knight of Swords especially. I was just going to look at the Page of Swords and the Reinvention, and we've got Libra. Justice is here, and it's in the upright, which is amazing. So yes, Libra is going to do a lot for us. The truth is going to be a lot. It's going to be very important. Some of you are filing for divorce and you are communicating this. So you are reinventing your life. You are walking through that number 11. Justice is number 11. It's very karmic. And this is exactly in the position, if we're looking at this as a horoscope, right in the position of where Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node is. And that's getting rid of past karma, situations that were very familiar to us, situations that we've dealt with, maybe even in a past lifetime. We're finding our balance because we're dealing with them now. They've been coming up to the surface. They still are. As I said, everyone is dealing with their karma, dharma, on different levels at different times. Let's look at the near future with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Divine Masculine. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, and Page of Wands in the reverse is someone being worried about taking a risk. Someone, or is when it's in the upright, it's, you know, that message coming through, that message of inspiration, passion, creativity. Usually the Page of Wands is the page that wants to go on that adventure. For some reason, he's in the reverse. And I do believe that it's got a lot to do with the astrology. So it is the minor arcana of the Fool. With being on top of that Seven of Pentacles, it's very understandable. I do believe, again, it's all about timing. I feel, and I've seen someone writing that email and just keeping it for the right timing before they send it. Email, message, whatever it is. Someone is planning, strategizing their next move. Let's look at the position of you with the Moon and the Union. We've got the Emperor. Wow, and the Emperor is Aries, Taurus. The Emperor is a number 4, all about home stability. Some of you may have been dealing with someone who was quite strict, quite stern. This is very Saturnian energy. You want the Emperor on your side. For those of you that are across from the Emperor, it's been tough. It's been hard. But I believe even with this card, because it's very Saturnian, for those of you that have proved yourself, you've done the work. You've worked within a structure without crossing the boundaries, without not thinking of others, not stepping on others' toes. I think that with the Emperor here, he also brings instability. He is a number 4. He brings all the goods, like he brings you longevity. It's so much like Saturnian energy here with the Emperor. For others of you, you are dealing with someone who is the Emperor, someone who called the shots, someone who's been through their own maturation process. They've gone through the tests, they've proven themselves, and they're the ones that are sitting on the throne. So this is, even if it's not a person, which I think it is now, it doesn't have to be, obviously does not have to be an Aries or a Taurus. It could be also a Cancer or a Pisces, could be any other sign. But I feel that with number 4 here in the position of you, you're putting in those foundations. As I said, the 4 of Wands in the reverse. We're going through transformation. Let's see what else we've got here. For those of you that were dealing with someone who was quite stern, right? And they were quite deceitful, could have been with the moon here. That's probably why the 4 of Wands is in the reverse. Some of you are coming out of that. Could be coming out of a marriage, could be coming out of a long-term commitment, or dealing with someone for a long time. There is a metamorphosis, there is a change. Okay, there is a change. And for those of you that have suffered for a long time, I feel that your family will be very happy for you. If you've been dealing with someone who was quite narcissistic, it looks like Pluto is getting rid of them. Okay? For others of you, this is going to be celebration at some point, but transformation doesn't happen from one moment to the other. It is a process. And seeing the butterflies here, the butterflies, this is spirit. Notice if you are sitting outside in the garden somewhere and you see a butterfly coming up to your face or something like that, that is a sign from spirit. Notice what you've been thinking about at that moment. Where was your mind? What were you thinking? Take that into account. Let's take another card. And we've got the 2 of coins. So things are still up in the air. That's what I feel here. And the decision hasn't been made. So things are up in the air still. Someone is juggling. You may be juggling. Maybe a choice between 2 people. Maybe trying to make that decision. Do I do this? Will I move into the future, or will I fall backwards into the past, into that karmic loop, which does remind me very much of the devil energy, which is Saturn. Let's take a card on this High Priestess and the conclusion in your hopes and fears. And you've got the Sun. The conclusion is the Sun. And again, this is Leo. Clarity, warmth, true love, romance, risk-taking, creativity. You're up on stage and you're performing. Look at that. And here in this card, we do have, where is it? Wow, yeah, right in the middle here, we've got, as you could see, right smack bang in the middle, you could see there are the scales that are balanced, which is the time of Libra. Wow, very interesting. Let's look at the outcome, people. So 10 of Cups and fall. Someone is falling. Their life is changing, going from, just like the leaves fall off the tree in fall, some of you are shedding the skin. That could be someone is leaving your life. It's time to move into a new, wow, yeah, I had to take it. I mean, it's staring at me in the face. So 3 cards have opened up. Let's see what they are. 4 of Cups in the reverse, which I love to see. Okay, now, as I was saying, the leaves falling off the tree, which speak of change. Just like seasons change, so do our lives. So there is a moment of shedding the old and going through that hibernation. For each and every one of us, it's going to be different timing. What comes after that? The spring, the flowers, the rebirth. So this is in the reverse, which goes back to the Three of Cups, obviously. So the offer that's coming in has not been missed. It could be coming back around. Here we've got the Eight of Wands. The messages are coming through. And what are the messages? 10 of Pentacles, another 10. And this says Venus in Virgo. So I believe that once, like Venus has just recently come out of Virgo, it was a very hard time. Whilst Venus was in Virgo, was a tough time. But I believe, and I would not be surprised, that once Venus hits Scorpio, so the time now that she's moving through Libra, she's at home, so she's very comfortable. This is the time of having those conversations. Once Venus hits Scorpio, because Scorpio is all about transformation, right? Intimacy, depth. She's going to go into the depths there with Pluto. She will bring up what is hidden. And Venus can mean money, it can mean projects, and it can mean love. Now, being in the house of Scorpio, Scorpio is the 8th house of your partner's money, of money from other sources. Scorpio is very deep, very intimate, very sexual. I think that sexual intimacy could be a guiding light, a helping hand as well, but also the truth, because Venus brings up the truth. What are we going to do? Sharing is caring. Are we going to share and we're going to move in together? Are we going to be able to stay together? Are we going to be able to live together and share on all levels? Or is it going to be Pluto will be transforming Venus, changing your lives? And that could mean leaving the past, leaving past love behind, something that wasn't working. Maybe it's time for you to transform in that area. But the 10 of Pentacles says that this is, you're getting back what you've given. 10 of Pentacles, abundance, stability, family, support with money. You get money from other sources, which is going to be your support system. The messages are coming through. Cupid's love arrows is the 8 of Wands. Yes, it is. And this could also mean flight travel. Some of you could be traveling to see family. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Again, endings, happy endings, new beginnings. For others, where the endings were difficult, there are new beginnings. Or this is just a brand new chapter that we're all moving into. What I'd like to take is the Page of Cups, the general energy. What's that about? One card here. And we've got the Four of Wands. That's the general energy, that the offer is coming through. It's only about timing. Let's take a Twin Flame Love Oracle on the Page of Cups. And that offer, which is in the reverse, we've got summer. So we've got 4 and then we've got summer. So I will leave that up to you. Summer can speak of Leo, because summer is all about the sun. And again, Leo, we know, is a fire sign. So for some of you, this is going to happen in summer. The wedding could be taking place in summer. So I'd like to take maybe 3 Sibillas in the near future position here. So it's the 7 of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. We have Donna Maritata, which is like the Empress. This is the motherly love, the support, the other person's partner. She's a mother. She's very nurturing, loving, giving, right? Very supportive. But she's a 12, which means, yes, the hangman, it's going to take time. Here we've got the pensiero, putting a lot of thought in a matter. 6 of Pentacles, again, equilibrium, but he's like the hermit, and the hermit is Virgo, looking at the details. That's why the abundance is taking time. The equilibrium is taking time. And again, donna de servizio, which is a helping energy. 3 of Pentacles, being noticed for your talents. Expansion and growth. So we've got, we've got the 12, which equals a 3, and a 6 is 9. Another 3. 9 and 3 is 12 again, and the 12 even breaks down to the 3. So, again, if it's a 12, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's the hanging man. The 3 is the empress. So let's look at what's external to you. Some of you may be wanting to have children. Okay, keep trying, don't give up. Let's look at the metamorphosis. 4 of Wands in the reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the denaro, the safe, the security, the advantageous matrimony, which is a very abundant wedding. But this is also security. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It's that new, solid beginning. And 6 of Cups, which deals with soulmate energies or children or innocence. Innocent times, just like they were when we were children, right? Here we've got sacerdote, the marriage, Taurian energy. Number 13, Taurus is all about values, comforts. And this is keeping the faith as well. Again, transformation, number 13, changes. And here we've got 8 of Swords. There is a little bit of fear still left here. Maybe this is also regretting that through fear, this beautiful energy did not come in any sooner. And I feel that a lot of people are going to be jealous of your relationship, your commitment, your abundance, your money, your whatever this is all about. There is jealousy here. And we've got the child, the bambino. So again, 7 of Pentacles, looking at that situation, taking their time, whoever you were dealing with, and we can always flip this reading, right? The time that was taken in looking at a situation has paid off. Something new is happening here. Others of you could be pregnant, and in 7 months you may be giving birth, right? Or it could be next July, 7th month. I want to just look at the now position. The now position, which is the 5 of Wands, the King of Swords, which is the challenge, and the stuck card. We have Fidelta, which is loyalty, friendship. This is the 9 of Cups. We have Militare, which is the 10 of Swords, and Capricorn. That is why. Things of secrecy, hard work, an uphill battle. Because of loyalty. This is like the universe is testing us and saying, how loyal are you to this? You're going to go through the mud. You're going to be stuck in the mud. Do you have those strong Capricorn knees? Are you going to do that Saturnian work or not? If you do, then you will see the light of day, because after the 10 of Swords comes the light of day. And there comes luck. Here comes luck and Jupiter, Fortuna. What is on top of that mountain? It's Jupiter and it's abundance. This is beautiful. And this is the 5 of Wands as well. So keep working, keep trying to build on what you're wanting to build. What is it all about? Is it a relationship? Is it a business? Let's take a message from Spirit. Is it a family situation? whatever the case is, the romance angels say, make the effort. Give love. Give attention. Give security. Say those nice words. And trust in the process. Please, Spirit. So from the 21st till the 30th of September 2019, what does Spirit want us to know? And we have breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So we need more prana in our lives. Take that breath. Okay, those of you that know of Kundalini Yoga, that's got a lot to do with the prana. If you don't recognize what I'm talking about, just Google it. Very interesting. Love this card from Spirit for you. Usually when we're told take a breath, it's like we're in a state of panic, a state of anguish. So I can feel that a lot of people are in that energy. Just believe in the future, believe in the positive. Let's take a couple of my handwritten cards. Why? Because people are asking for them. So I'm going to take, I don't need to take on who it is. We've got the Emperor here and we've got the King of Swords. That could be the same person, of course. For others of you, you could be dealing with two different people. One is older. The Emperor is older than the King of Swords. For a lot of you, I think that this is the same person, but because there are so many of you out there, I know that we could be talking about two different people, because one is showing up as very cold and aloof and judgmental, and the other one is showing up as very fiery, passionate. Okay, so I'm going to I will actually take on one on each. The King of Swords, what does he have to say? You're my other half, I feel it. And right on, it's the Six of Pentacles. So you did have the Six of Pentacles here. So for a lot of you, this could be a Libra, but it can be any other sign. Let's look at the Emperor. And you bring such happiness to my life, 10 of Cups. Wow. So I'm going to leave those messages, one for each of those divine masculine characters. What I'd like to do now is you can ask your question and let's see if the angel answers. Will answer it for you. So, the Spirit, it's a general reading for everyone watching. What is the answer to the questions? Most of the questions, if you can, even through a word, give them the inclination of what they need to know. Even through one or two words. Okay. And the answer is be assertive. Be assertive. And I'm going to actually read from the book quickly. This situation calls for you to take matters into your own hands. You must get clear on your personal feelings and then pursue the fulfillment of your desires with courage and self-confidence. Remember, the Leo card, the Strength card, is in the reverse, in the distant past. I think this is saying that a lot of us have got to take on the energy of the divine masculine and be assertive. For others of you, this is the message to the person you're dealing with, that they need to take action. Ask for what you need without watering down your request in order to satisfy others. Remember that seeing to your own needs is nothing to apologize for. Set boundaries with those around you in order to create a safe and fair environment. Tailor your actions so that you earn the respect from others you deserve, and then move forward. That's beautiful. I would say, and I've said that to another sign, that once you receive that sign, that synchronicity, that you feel as though that's a sign for your own personal situation, that's when it's the green light to go and take action. And at the bottom of the Twin Flame Oracle is refocus. So a lot of us are reinventing our lives and refocusing on a situation. And refocusing can mean, of course, focusing again and again on something that was from the past, because that Six of Cups here does speak of twin flame energy, of a soulmate of the past from another lifetime. Refocusing. And that can also mean like tweaking that path a little bit. Okay? All right, everyone. I think I will leave it at that. It's going to be quite a lengthy video. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. For those of you that did not listen to the first part of the video, I'm showing you where my new website is, the new address. So if you're interested in a personal reading or just want to have a look at my website, it is in the first part of the video from the beginning. So blessings to all of you, and stay strong. Keep the faith, everyone. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Thank you.